Hey, how about some Week 11 action here at your RaFFLe, the RaFFLe Fantasy Football League? This week is the pre-holiday week. We have the week before Thanksgiving upon us, and it's going to be pretty exciting. I haven't really done any prep work for this week, and we're just going to try to freestyle rap our way through this thing without, of course, the rap part. This is take 3. We're going to try to do it under 10 takes. Keep your fingers crossed that you get to see this one. Before we get too hot and heavy into it, next week with the holiday week, schedules will be a little off. I haven't figured out things quite all the way, but there is a little bit of travel involved. We will be going to South Carolina to celebrate with the heart attacks, and maybe a special guest appearance from the Jerk Store. Who knows? So yeah, don't count necessarily on a Sunday thing. You'll get something, don't get me wrong, but I'm not exactly sure when. So mark your calendars, keep a close eye. As I've mentioned before, I do send out a poll question, usually coincided with the video, as an indication of, hey, I should probably go see if there's a video out there. You never know. So one other thing I wanted to say is I did want to welcome our own Terry Redaway. Yeah, Terry Redaway. He is the owner of the Rolling Thunder, and is now welcome to the civilian way of working. As of December 6th, he'll be Quality Manager 2, I think, in lovely St. Augustine, Florida. So look forward to some fabulous, fabulous changes now that the commish and the vice commish have gotten a little bit closer geographically. Expect to see a lot of changes to the website, to the way we run things, and basically rule changes to make this more about Redaway Fantasy Football League, and to keep those non-Redaways kind of off to the side. I think that's enough babbling. I think so. I hope you enjoy your Thanksgiving if I don't get to you sooner. Let's jump to the game, shall we, and see what we got. First up, really good game that nobody gives a shit about, and that's the 10th ranked Llamas taking on the 11th ranked Classified. That's right. They climbed out of the cellar thanks to the Steel Curtain, who's lost 7. I'll get to them in a minute. Anyway, so it's 10 versus 11, Llamas versus Classified. Neither one of these teams has a snowball's chance in hell at making the playoffs. This is solely about pride at this point. I did want to take this opportunity to thank the Rolling Thunder for trading Matt Forte just in time for him to score 16 points on Thursday night this week. That was very, very nice. I appreciate that, to give myself a little bit of hope, because if there's one thing that people have seen about me is I love to dig myself out of holes, like I'm kind of doing with this particular review. Anyway, Classified all day long. Next up, we've got the 8th ranked Squirrels taking on the 12th ranked Curtain. Now in this game, you got the Squirrels, who have a remote chance at point and getting in on points, and maybe even a remoter chance getting in at record. Not mathematically eliminated, but they've got a slim chance. The Curtain, however, despite the fact losing 7 games in a row, is in the driver's seat from a points perspective. They got a small lead over the Studs and W's, but right now, if the playoffs were to start, they'd be in them. So as long as they keep scoring points, they don't give a shit about wins or losses at this point. They're solely looking to get in that 3rd slot with points. In this game, I can't remember who I picked, so you'll have to look somewhere else. Sorry. Next up, let's jump to the 3rd ranked Jerk Store. Sorry, all good things must come to an end. Taking on the 7th ranked Big W's. Now in this game, I'm pretty sure I took the Big W's, but again, you'll need to look that up. This one, the Jerk Store, they win. They clinch their division. They hold the tiebreaker against the only guy that can tie them up, tight ends. So they'll be the one that, with a win, they clinch their division and a good chunk of change. The W's, slim chance getting in on the record. Where they're probably looking at is getting in on points. They trail the Curtain by 19 points. Anything can happen. I think the W's maybe find their rhythm here, and I think they win this week with a double loss to the Jerk Store. Next up is the 4th ranked Thunder taking on the 1st ranked Hot Attack. We went ahead. We were feeling like we needed to jinx the Hot Attack a little bit, so we went ahead and threw them up there as 1st ranked. Now in this one, Hot Attack, they need to win basically to keep ahead of their brother. Those two are. This is a battle royale at the top of their division, and no one could ask for anything more than brother versus brother. It's like the Civil War of the Campbell division. These guys, so Hot Attack, they look like they're in, right? It's just a question of where they fall. Could fall anywhere from 1 to 3. Thunder, on the other hand, probably not going to do anything on their record. They just need to do the points, scoring points. They got a very comfortable lead. So again, for them, I think they're in the driver's seat there to get in on points. Last game of the week is a big one. It's the 5th-ranked tight ends taking on the 2nd-ranked Spankos. The Spankos, as you heard from me say about the Heart Attack, they need a win to stay ahead of their brother in the battle of North versus South. And the tight ends look to be in pretty good shape. A win here would keep them in the hunt for a potential 2nd or 1st seed. Slim on the 1st seed, but could potentially take down the 2nd seed. So it'll be interesting. As a side note, what I wrote up on the little side writing there is that yes, this is the last intra-divisional matchups. For the next 2 weeks, it's going to be all inside the division, all inter-divisional, if you will. So get your wins now, because the next 2 weeks are going to be barn burners, and I think the playoff picture is going to really start to take shape. We'll be able to start mathematically eliminating people from the 1st and 2nd slots, giving them points. I think that's all I got for you, except for happy holidays to each and every one of you. Brief note, I got to run and do some last-minute shopping and otherwise getting the house ready for me to go to South Crack for a week. So have a great time. We'll see you when we see you, and God bless you and yours. Happy holidays. Gobble, gobble.